Hello again, my excellent friends.
Here I come to save the day.
Fred, do something!
To today's stream. Hope you're having a good day today. And we got early hydration here. Courtesy of Captain Cylon. Captain, hope you're having a good day today. It was interesting being on the side of the polling where like the results that you're seeing and the stuff being posted up on CNN, ABC, NBC, and CBS, they all use the same polling data firm in terms of exit polling. So, well, I was not out at the actual like election type stuff. Like basically, I was in the side of like those of that scene of entering the data as that was coming in this afternoon. It was an interesting experience to understand, like, okay, they have marks and stuff of how that's set up. Like it's like, okay, like the polls are in at a certain time. Okay, folks call out at a certain time for the early day results, midday results, and then it's like late morning, mid-afternoon, and then early evening, and then you have the final ones for when the poll closes. And gotta give credit to the folks who are out there at the polling sites trying to get folks to take part in the exit polling. All credit to them. Some real nice folks that I had the pleasure of speaking to from different parts of the country. So I can safely say I don't really have like a good idea of how results are going to turn out, other than like, you know, some of the more typical, you know, states that go one way or another. Did notice like one hell of a discrepancy though in some places where as the Hurricanes just stick the knife into the Flyers at the last second. Regarding this, like, okay, folks are. Let's take North Carolina, for example. It's the governor race with Josh Stein and the Democrat Mark Robinson, the Republican. Josh Stein is going to win. It's almost a certainty that he's going to win. But there is an issue, is like on the presidential side, because Mark Robinson is just as bad, if not worse, was just as bad as Trump in that regard. But last I checked, Trump had the lead in the in the actual election, in terms of the presidential election for North Carolina. So that's kind of like a weird thing there. Then it was already announced Josh Stein won. Yeah. Like, that was almost a foregone conclusion. But when you think about it, it's like, how many people, like, if Josh Stein is winning, then how come Trump is ahead? So there is always that wild discrepancy there whenever I see, especially when I see it in, like, speaking to some people and stuff. Now, I did have to mark down that one of the folks I spoke to this afternoon and, like, taking part in this big polling stuff. Social media again, about it being the electoral college again. Yeah, there is that. Yeah, Donald Trump's name cannot be said in the chat. Yeah, there is some shadiness and stuff with that. Because it's like it's a split there. Because it's a it's like a Nebraska is one of those states where they split it. It's like, I think it's like Nebraska and Maine that have that split. Yeah, a lot of folks are real anxious about it. A good friend of mine on the fandom fiction side of things, named Drace, and over in their Discord, they had like a movie up for folks to watch. You know, to take their minds off of stuff. Spaced Invaders from 1990. I've never seen it, and it was still. I didn't catch the ending of it because I obviously started the stream, but it was actually a fun little movie. But yeah, like the main totally. Yep. So yes. So I do apologize for opening the stream with talking about the election, but obviously it's like a big part of my day since, you know, I wanted to talk about it and stuff like that. At least in regards to the experience here. But I will say this. One thing I was going to say, there was apparently an incident in South Carolina where some uppity Karen, and this is literally how it was told to me, all right? So I'm sitting, I stayed at office, totally removed from it here in New Jersey, and I'm just getting the data here, and I'm told by one of the exit pollers that there was an uppity Karen looking to get them thrown off or removed from around the election, from the voting site, and they have the right to be there because it's exit polling. And then but this uppity Karen got themselves arrested, and so hey, which is funny as hell considering it was South Carolina. And we also have it up here in the. I'm in New Jersey, but I'm across the river from Philadelphia. Like the Philadelphia District Attorney, like yesterday, and I did not see it until like maybe about an hour ago. They says like, if you think you're gonna come out, anybody who thinks you're gonna be a militia or anything like that, fuck around and find out. It's like they are not playing in Philadelphia. It's like, fuck around and find out if you're gonna play militia, wanting to play militia and go into like voter intimidation and stuff like that. So it's yeah. But the funny thing is about that one in South Carolina, that's a hardened, Republican state anyway. So it's like, what the hell are they worried about? I, of course, reluctantly will have the thing up there. Now, one thing here, normally I like to load up the games and stuff, and you get the loading screen and everything, the loading process here. And I had to go back into last night's stream, or at least the YouTube version of it, and basically remove like a portion of it because they threw. It's like, I don't mind games that show the username or like the gaming tag handle, stuff like that. It's like, I don't mind that. It's like, why the hell is like a game to show like, yes, we want to make sure your email address is on the front on the main screen. It's like, yeah, why? Like, what you mean why? Why? No, not necessarily BioWare. I've seen this with like a bunch of EA games, like older EA games from like that, again, the Xbox 360, PS3 era. Because what was it? NHL 13 had it too. But at the same time, we're going back. Like 10, 15 years in some, like in that time period there. And streaming and stuff wasn't exactly common. Dog.
I'll let you sleep.
We appreciate dog. Okay. Yes, we'll blame him anyway. Yes. All right, so first thing we're doing here is we're going all the way over here. Heavy armor draws enemies' attention. As it leaves down the Bruins. Welcome to Darktown. Oops. Hey, Striker. How's it going, sir?
I can't move. One less to worry about.
So far, I'm enjoying the combat. On easy difficulty, the combat is fun. Townsy?
Tom Wise.
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenril. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory.
Yep.
That's wise.
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the Coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Yes. You want you want how much? Yes, I did, Striker.
he stabbed you.
So, what do you do, Aveline?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
Hey, look, more assholes. Yes, we got the results. They did. Oh, and we ran into our favorite merchants. Saw that he was like, could not do any enchantments, but I was glad to see him.
I saw a spawn once. It looked like Uncle.
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
Like 35 hours playing to the new game so far? Nice. We're like 3.5 hours into this. And a lot of that is me wandering around aimlessly to some extent.
The refugees live here. It's almost enough to make me grateful for Uncle Gamlen.
Welcome to Darktown. Alright.
I'd kill for some food. Again.
Well, I had me a pizza, not the recommended pizza. Because, well, put it mildly, the Pizza Hut just way too damn far. But it's like barbecue chicken and bacon pizza from Papa John's. Good. Wait. Was this the way we came in, or is this? Okay, so all right, multiple ways out of here.
Don't like Darktown? Die.
Hey, we like Darktown just fine. You know, it just needs some hookers and blackjack. And matter of fact, forget the blackjack.
I don't think I can do that. I can't do that.
I think this is the cellar door. Let's go.
We head on up. No, we're letting our crew run how they want to run.
Go down!
That was so pretty. All right.
Get back! Go down!
Crush them! Try to leave them
You will fall! Now you fall!
That's a lot of blood.
Like the combat flows so nicely.
The crest. Mother described it, but this is the first time I've seen it. Wouldn't it feel like something to live in a house with this above the door?
All right. It is a nice place. You know, it's a nice little dungeon. What up?
Seems to be unhealthy.
We don't want to get on Hawk's bad side. Alright, we came in through... What the hell is this connecting to? Alright, let's, Whoa! Assholes! More Kirkwalderlian history.
Watch your step.
Did that bastard get
Done.
after this? I knew I should have slit his throat.
Is that those combos?
Set.
History of the Circle. Well, that's an upgrade. Move to junk, move to junk. What's that? Requires magic. Okay, so that's an upgrade there. Yes, I got all the DLC Striker. It's like, and I mean all like the weapons and other goodies. So we can move to junk, move to junk. Move to junk. Yep. Yeah, realize that. We got all the DLC and like potentially hold off to like Act 3.
That's the vault.
That should do it.
Everything we want to know about our family is inside.
A friend in need.
Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
I still want to look around.
All right, but hurry.
Yes, I want to look around and stuff. Oh. Okay, so... Yeah.
Being a guardsman seems like a better life than being a soldier.
Okay, so there's something this way?
Soldier. It's all about taking land and serving some king you've never met.
Good day.
Guardsmen. They do something real. I lit a candle there. For Carver.
Makava? To the Chantry. It's a tree called Chand. Okay,
Are you really not afraid of apostates? Not even a little?
Sunshine, I'm a dwarf, in case you missed that detail.
Dwarves aren't completely immune to magic, you know.
No. I meant there are at least 30 people in this town who'd murder my family over trade deals. Who has time to worry about apostates with a merchant's guild breathing down your neck?
Sorry.
In that case, I see.
Told me I should keep my
Hmm. Funny. So in the first game, we kind of seen it where like the Chantry's been wrecked. So it's kind of nice to see what this place looks like. You know, before it's had a complete shit torn out of it by the Blight.
I'm sorry you had to witness that disgraceful scene by the Chanter's Board. I am Elthina, Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. Sebastian's normally a good lad, but he's had a terrible shock.
Sebastian? Was that his name?
That clearly was his name.
He was affirmed here nearly a decade ago. He
Ah,
has been invested.
he's been affirmed too long.
He got the news about his family. I'm afraid he reacted rashly, denied his vows, and left the Chantry. If the Maker wills it, he will return to himself before it's too late.
So he's some kind of priest?
He is an initiate of the faith. As a man, he cannot serve as a mother would, but he has led the chant.
He's clearly been indoctrinated.
Before last week, I would have said he was the most faithful of our true believers.
He said someone murdered his family.
Sebastian is the youngest son of the ruling family of Starkhaven. They were overthrown recently, violently. Sebastian is the only surviving member.
He's royalty.
Prince Sebastian Vale. If
Vale? We gotta go. So we need to guard the Vale. Be a Vale guard.
The Maker to put worldly concerns behind him. It is a sin to forswear himself for a mere title.
I think his family deserves to be avenged.
Sebastian would spend his coin to buy men's lives, the same as those who attacked his family. No matter how justified he feels, that is murder. And when he returns, I will tell him so again.
Okay, so we got that going for us.
Those Canari are a frightening sort. Demons, the whole lot of them. I do wish the Viscount would have them run off.
Like, no XP for looking at the stuff.
Look what I found. Your reason for living.
Bless my fool spirit, I never thought I'd see that.
Yes. Catch up on the chat. Hockey scores are in with the Jets and Kings holding slim leads. Captain Silent put in the sting of BioWare choices. Striker is all about the Dragon Age 2 life, 35 hours deep and still going strong. Did I hit up the Black Emporium? I did. Yes. I did hit up the Black Emporium. Sorry, Striker, I missed that. Iceman will not be able to join us tomorrow. So I'm thinking a family member of his is having your birthday. So I'm thinking we will do more Dragon Age tomorrow. Granted, I did go through and I did get every achievement in Doom plus 2. The Cavs can't lose. Come on. You can't have me running around looking for stuff for the Codex and not give me XP for a game.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there.
They saw me there. Locks of the Golden Fool. Okay. Yeah, they have. And it's like almost every time I turn around, it seems like the Jets have like put 7 goals up. Alright, so we're back over here.
Going to have to do some shopping upstairs pretty soon.
Elvin.
Do you do anything? Something of yours.
Am I the next stop in your career evaluation? Joy of joys.
You what?
Level up.
Can you talk? Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
Kirkwall Day. All the way back to Gallum's house.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality.
Wait.
Fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Oh boy.
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything.
Aha.
Here, read it.
I should...
This dude's balls are now going to be in a sling.
My daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is.
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
Did you wait 1 minute?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister.
He doesn't seem to be that flexible.
I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better...
Let them have some sympathy. Alright, achievements! Bethany?
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
He just threw him out on his ass.
I can't believe Gamlen's...
Ah, the hands! The hands!
I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I could never turn against my own sister like that. You're a better person than Gamlen could ever be. Well, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
They just didn't know you.
They might have been all right with the Ferelden thing. But just imagine if they'd known you were an apostate. You're such a wretch. I was just hoping it would be different this time. Here in Kirkwall. We're not running away again. We're coming home. Are you unhappy here? I wish I could do more for Mother. Carver's death. It's killing her slowly every day. But
raise the dead. You're an apostate.
Lost, it will help. I'd do anything to get us back a normal life. Why did Mother and Father work so hard to keep you from the circle? Would it have been so bad? I guess at first, I was just a little girl. They didn't want to lose me. And once I had learned anything, what would the Templars do to an active apostate, not just a mage's blood child? It changed their lives, your life, Carver's, all because of who I am. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been so bad to be with my own kind, to serve the Chantry as Andraste demands. What do you think Carver would have made of all this?
He would have made a mess.
Place, all the sneering nobles. He'd have gotten himself arrested the first day. And he would have wanted in on your Deep Roads expedition. Anything to make a name for himself. Sometimes I still can't believe he's gone. Can you imagine if we'd grown up here? Been nobility? Had grandparents who bought us Orlesian silk dresses with lace petticoats? Father was a good man, but Mother gave up so much for him. Of course, if she hadn't worked up the...
She sounds like a brat.
She probably wouldn't have been able to resist the Templars either. If we'd been born here, you'd be nothing more to me than a name the Circle kept in my file. We're going to make this our home, Bethany. I promise you. I hope so, sister. I'm so very tired of running.
In the... Who? Carver? Yes. Oh, more dialogue?
I think this is a picture of Mother. She looks like you. Where did you get that?
Yes. We did. You were there when we picked it up.
I think this his mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
Family, he grows on you, but it takes some time.
I suppose it would have been a bit awkward to take it with her. I know she loved Father. I guess I just wondered if she'd have been happier if he hadn't been a mage. If I wasn't a mage. I know that made it hard for Mother. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when...
Gift giver! Oh, wow. Achievements popping left, right, and center this evening. Alright, so let's take a look at that. Gave a gift to one of your party members. Kick the slavers out of your ancestral mansion. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait. There was mail. The Bone Pit. Gotta leave you. A merchant I acquired goods told me that workers have gone missing from his Bone Pit mining op. You know what's missing? It's like... them talking is like saying stuff when you select them. Okay. So let's head this way first, because we need to find the bar.
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk, but yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point, but I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
So we need to find the Hanged Man.
A hive of scum and villainy. Every city needs the outlet.
Varric!
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Do we have a bad entrance?
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information.
What new information?
Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Let's do it your way.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here.
I thought he was here for his charm and his good looks. And Bianca.
A woman named Lorene has been helping the Ferelden's. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Alright, so you know what? Let's take a look around here.
I can get you more information about the Circle, Bethany. It's difficult without naming you.
Thank you for being discreet. I don't want the Templars at my door.
No one does.
Let them corral the troublemakers. I just want information.
Right, right.
It sounds like I'm trying to convince myself, doesn't it?
I wouldn't have said, but yes.
Alright, so this must where Varric is probably chatty, most chatty, Mr. Chatty Chatterton. No, we are knowledgeable. Treasure hunter. Wow. We are just totally loading up the gamer score this evening, aren't we? That must be a door that opens at another time. You know what? You know what this reminds me of visually, or at least the music? The pub where Willow and the two brownies with run into Mad Mardigan, where he is disguising as a woman. Not a woman! Gentlemen, guys, read lug. You know, that scene. And yes, I can make references to Willow. Heck, I got the Willow Funkos too. I got one for Willow. I got the two Sorsha variants and the one for Mad Mardigan, and also the General. They're in that wall of stuff. I even plan to like rearranging some shelves over here, so I get a lot of those stuff onto like a different set of shelves. That's another project of sorts that I have. Wait.
So he comes down wearing.
Oh, wait. Holy, that is the same drink animation for Shepard. What? Like, I recognize that on sight. However, unlike Shepard, Hulk apparently can hold their alcohol. I was hoping for a blackout animation of some kind. Wait, is there... Oh, okay. We'll just go. We'll just break into like the back room of the bar. The head turn and walk away. The drink, the shove, the hand, the fit, and the hand fidgeting. Yeah. Like, instantly recognizable. Like, you know. You know, you've played a lot of the Mass Effect games when you recognize the animation, something totally different.
You again. What do you want? I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden. Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden? The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden? Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it. Then I'll only ask very smart questions. I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall.
Yes, we do.
No jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Lose him to the Templars?
He's a mage. Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Yes, you would.
He would never turn someone over to the Templars, mistress. Never. He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him. I can hardly blame him. I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his...
Anders? Anders, you say?
No. To find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
Please, my mother. Don't let her lose another baby.
Like, Anders, you say? He made a good impression in the Awakening DLC. Oh, that's an awesome Tally emote. Now, I'm aware that's something that apparently his personality gets overridden.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Look, we're Fereldans just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Maker bless the rule of our King Alistair.
All hail King Alistair! Who is Tally? Tally, arguably the third or second best dancer that is not Shepard in the Mass Effect 3 party. He's like behind Jack and Samara. It's like Jack's number one, then you got Samara and Tally that I can flip flop for number 2 and 3 positions, depending on one's point of view.
So, the Lady Sunshine, what's your first act as a noblewoman going to...
I mean, Samara isn't fair. Something. Something, Asari, something already a dancer, something. Yes, but Samara, it wasn't up.
Someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Look, I know we didn't part on the best of terms. You were right. I was trying to squeeze more work out of you than was justified. You're more than paid your way into the city. It's been tight since you left, though. If you're looking for more work for real coin in your pocket, come see me in Hightown anytime before sunset. You might be interested in something that's come up. A contract of mine, a fellow by the name of Anzo, is asking around for someone competent regarding a job, and I suggested you.
He didn't do his best to try and read it first.
Okay, so some of these have character restrictions, I would assume. Oh no, it's these. Okay. That's for Varric. Okay, Fenris, Isabella, Sebastian, Meryl, Anders, we don't know. Evelyn, Bethany, Meryl, Evelyn, Varric.
I thought there might be something dangerous in there.
Hey, Panda Sweet, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today on this nice Tuesday evening. We do try to update our gear. Still sick, coughing your head off, but you're making it? I'm glad to hear you at least, hopefully get that. Need a healthy panda. Like, slash him up. All right.
Aren't safe at night. We should do something about that.
The streets seem pretty safe.
Are you Ansel?
Ah, sweet mother of Parth. You can't just run up on someone like that.
That voice sounds familiar.
The human Athenril told me about? The one looking for work?
Did you think I was going to attack you?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Hope not. Anyhow, my apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long. I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bartrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
What a bizarre thing to be scared of.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal?
Yeah, steal.
I don't know if I would go that far. They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They smiled and everything.
Uh-huh.
The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
You're smuggling lyrium to the Templars?
Maker's breath. Between the Chantry, the Carta, and the Coterie.
By the Paragons, not so loudly. My word.
Dude has some... You know what? His eyes are the eyes of Gowron.
Keeping staples like Mother insisted.
Make it worth my time, and I'll help you.
Oh, I will. Or I'll try to.
The eyes are glorious.
In a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Oh yeah, they're totally going to be reasonable. Slaughter them all. Needs glasses. Hoo-hee-ha, hoo-wah-hee-ha. Okay, I forgot. I just noticed Varric level up. Okay. Picking up stuff. It's supposed to be curious that you simply just find entertainment in watching this combat. Wow, Frosty is like, yes, we're playing it on easy, but come on, Frosty. I suppose it keeps you from more foolish pursuits, just not entirely without merit. Thank you, Captain. Take a swig of water. Swig of water for the working man. Alright, picking up stuff. And as we discovered last night, Frosty Bot, with its current personality, is not above roasting people. It's like... I actually should put that in, make the notations like, yes, you can interact directly with Frosty Bot. It's like, just for this hilarity, just to see what it says, what it will do. What's in the box? And more stuff that we can sell. The fuck?
It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go back to Anso and tell him.
So, yes. Why do I think we were set up? A hot dog is a sandwich. Yeah. Got meat and bread.
That's not the elf. Who is that?
It doesn't matter. We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
I don't make my guesses. You'd like to know.
Well, we don't like the Templars anyway. You know, at least at this point, with so many more humanoid enemies, we're not getting. I'm not getting into that heavy snarling that was associated with Dragon Age Origins. That with every single Darkspawn we fought.
I don't know who you are, friend, but you made a serious mistake coming here.
Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now!
Captain!
Well, he dead.
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to
Ooh,
your master while you can.
who's this?
You're going nowhere, slave.
Oh, he's cool.
I am not a slave.
You are awesome. That's who you are.
I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
DA2 Angsty Bad Boy. Ah, so the Jack of Dragon Age 2. Hey. Well, hold up. it's like, hey, he's cool.
Don't worry. We do this sort of thing often.
Impressive. My name is Fenris.
Oh, you're Fenris.
Imperial bounty hunters seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself. They were trying to lure me into the open. Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
Everything Anso said was a lie, then?
Not everything.
It's not an exclusive clone, but he's had some comics made that follow him after DA2. Oh, okay. All right, neat.
If you couldn't fight them, why not just run?
There comes a time when you must stop running, when you turn and face the tiger.
That seems like a lot of effort to find one slave.
It is.
Does this have something to do with those markings?
Yes. I imagine I must look strange to you. I did not receive these markings by choice. Even
How did you receive
they
them?
served me well. Without them, I would still be a slave.
If they were really trying to recapture you, then I'm happy I helped.
I have met few in my travels who have sought anything more than personal gain. If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so, I had to know.
You were expecting...
But then again, the Silent Grove comments look at Morgan, Varric, and Isabella and Alistar.
It was bait, nothing more.
All that for an empty chest?
No, there's more.
There's more?
It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city. I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
It sounds like you intend to do more than just talk.
Daenerys wants to strip the flesh from my bones, and has sent so many hunters that I've lost count. And before
Gotta get most of the companions you can before doing all the non-companion quests, just so approval is easier.
Qunari custom. So,
No, that's
I intend to do more than just talk.
All right.
If it means fighting more slavers, I'll help you.
I will find a way to repay you. I swear it. The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown. Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
All right. That may or may not be helpful. No, that seems about right. It's like we haven't left the city yet. Yeah, Anders it would be next. And then for Sebastian. Bye. Yep, so we're going after Fenris. We need to wait to the Lowtown Bazaar. Hightown Night. So we go here, then we go pick up Anders. Wait, is Sebastian a companion? Wait, confused there. Oh, this place seems so lifeless at night. Oh, he is, but he's a DLC companion. Oh, that's right. There was an achievement for interacting with the thing.
Seems to be unhealthy.
So he's the Javik of the team. Look, unless he's gonna start throwing people throw people out of the tower, which would be the equivalent of throwing people out an airlock.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Daenerys may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
I could stand to know a little more about this Daenerys.
He is a Magister of the Tevinter Imperium.
Okay, he's a Tevinter.
Nothing to worry about then.
Ah, so he's like Caden and Jacob.
Great influence.
And the guy that the Caden's voice actor voices in Star Wars: The Old Republic. He exists.
What's the worst that could happen?
I do not fear death. That does not mean we should be reckless.
Ah. Okay, so we got a mage. Where everyone is just so damn hot.
Daenerys, show yourself.
Look, if 99% of the cast of a game is bangable, then it's almost guaranteed to be a good game. Oh shit, he's a warrior. Okay, so we don't have a mage. Didn't realize. I did not realize. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Trap. Done.
Shades.
Now you fall. Get back. There. I'll deal with it. One less to worry about.
That was beautiful!
He sends spirits to do his fight.
I wish I could rush through to get Isabella first thing whenever I replay, but you can't. You always have to get Anders first before getting Isabella.
Daenerys! Can you hear me? Your pets cannot stop us.
Okay, that appears to be a locked door. Whoops. Oh. Okay, so that didn't take long for somebody to get knocked out. Formally. Quick heal. We can change weapon for the person. Yeah, the problem is I don't have... Yeah, we do. We just don't have anything to give him. Oh, I know we can give him that. So unless there was... A belt. We're getting plenty of belts.
Let's finish this. For all of us.
Someone's been a bad boy. We keep getting the belt. One more for the dwarf. So, good thing we dropped down that way. Huh. The lack of loot in these chests is...
Not going to happen.
Can't open that. Neat.
Gone. I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assume Daenerys left valuables behind. Take them if you wish.
Fenris has haha balls? Lords... cows? Ropes? So we got... Okay, thought for a second. The effectiveness of rune depends on the quality of the weapon. Like, we need excuses for enchantment.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. I did not find Daenerys, but I still owe you a debt. here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
Will you work with mages?
You should know some of my companions are mages.
I will watch them carefully if we travel together. I can promise no more.
Your old master must want something more than just a runaway slave.
He doesn't want me at all, just the markings on my skin. They are lyrium, burned into my flesh to provide the power that Daenerys required of his pet. And now, he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
Seems like a waste of a perfectly handsome elf.
The truth is, I know nothing of the ritual that placed these markings on me. It was Daenerys' choice, one he now regrets.
I've seen some of your abilities. Do they come from those markings?
Like he can get knocked out, we know that much.
All I know is that even in the Imperium, warriors such as myself are rare. Perhaps they believe I should feel honored.
Do you think your master will keep chasing you?
He is too proud not to. Perhaps one day the hunt will cost him more than he is willing to pay, but I doubt that matters any longer.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Daenerys wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Achievement! We're at the full house. Alright, so our next stop is Anders. Wait, is made from a mystery meat each morning. That raises so many questions.
Ferelden's free marchers, all shins are the same.
Yeah, there's Anders. Looks like he's dispensing justice.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
Boo!
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor
Wait.
Pouncelot. He
Wait.
hated the deep roads.
Who made him get away with the cat? I know I didn't. I made sure he kept the cat. Who made him get rid of the cat? See, I'm pissed now.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot.
Damn right he did.
Deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too.
Aww.
His warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
I feel bad for Sir Pouncelot. It's like, oh boy.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the Wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing.
Whoopsie? What whoopsie?
Because there's no Warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
Nah. Look, everyone influences Frosty.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition to the Deep Roads, and I'll pay to find an entrance.
If I wanted money, I've been going about it all wrong. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Help my expedition reach the Deep Roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
Well, yeah, we have no problem with that.
I have a Warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term.
Yes.
Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
Well, yeah, it's like we are a sarcastic and nice Hawk.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
I'm not sure about attacking Templars. I might rather take my chances with the Darkspawn.
If we fight the Templars, it is because they decide that anyone who befriends a mage deserves death without questioning.
As just as his cause is, it scares me. I don't want to give the Templars another reason to hunt us.
These are my terms. If you want my aid with your expedition, meet me in the Chantry tonight. I have sent word to Carl to be there. Maker willing, we will all leave free men.
All right. More lore and stuff. More lore. So I'm trying to see.
Never knew humans could be this poor.
where it's like, okay, the gameplay is solid from a casual point of view. Heading on up to Hightown.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
Yes, we shall slaughter the Templars.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Carl? Carl! You know, yeah, Walking Dead memes are Walking Dead. Hey, look, we found Carl.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you.
He's been tranquiled.
I knew I had to be made an example of.
Wow.
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
You will never take another mage as you took him.
All right then.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
That's a good question.
What did you do? Not the Fade part. The angry, glowing bit.
Yes, the glowing bits.
Like a gateway to the Fade inside you, glowing like a beacon.
I have some unique circumstances, yes. But Carl, what happened? How did they get you?
The Templars here are far more vigilant than in Ferelden. They found a letter I was writing you. You cannot imagine it, Anders. All the color, all the music in the world, gone.
Yeah, we can believe it.
I give up my magic. But this, I'll never be whole again.
This is what Mother was protecting me from.
Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
My sister calls being tranquil a fate worse than death. Give him peace.
Friend.
Too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
This is rough, man.
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
So again, who willingly sides with the Templars again? Other than for achievement purposes?
So, let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination?
You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was
Name Justice.
We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation.
Which would be cool.
Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
This is obviously difficult for you.
I thought I was helping my friend. He would have died, I guess. If that even means anything. And he wanted to help me. He knew what mages have suffered.
You tried to help a friend. Surely no harm can come of that?
Surely not.
Innocence. There was too much hatred in me. Justice thought he would overcome that. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
So, that explains your whole sexy, tortured look.
Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I had not thought to ever find a woman who would look past what I just said. My maps are yours, as am I if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
Well, it's like, yes, you know, I actually playing this, I'm actually seeing some stuff here that's kind of like linked in with what I ended up seeing with the Inquisition and Andromeda in terms of the conversation. Oh yeah, you can blatantly flirt with anyone and everyone.
This is the only place in Kirkwall I feel safe.
All right. So we picked up an achievement. What was that achievement for? Just out of curiosity. Earn the friendship of one of your party members. Okay. You know, what we need is like a base or something where I can like swap in everyone's gear at one time instead of like going back to the house and then like taking stuff out and we got there. Loose ends. Okay. So I'm taking it that these can only be used by. I kind of wonder there. Okay, so we got Fenris. Anders. Fenris. That leaves Sebastian. So that leaves Isabella, Sebastian, and Meryl. Level 15 rogue. Inventory. So we need now that you got, we can pick up Isabella at the Hangman. Okay, level up.
So, Elf, that thing you do with your hand.
I can already tell this isn't going anywhere pleasant.
I bet that makes pickpocketing easier.
I'll try it sometime and find out.
Oh, did they just become friends?
You owe us, Isabella.
Well, Lucky, I'll tell you what.
No, Lucky is a one-eyed, three-legged dog with no nuts.
That's what I'll pay you.
boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, you poor sweet thing.
I'm about to say that she just bang his head off her chest or off the bar. Either way, nice.
Tell me, Lucky, is this worth dying for?
That's certainly an intro. Either way, it works for me. Like, either way, nice.
You're new around here, aren't you? Welcome, and keep your wits about you. You're nothing but tits and arse to the men in this place, and they won't hesitate to grab at both.
Speaking from experience, are we?
After a few broken fingers here and there, they got the idea. I'm Isabella. Previously Captain Isabella. Sadly, without my ship, the title rings a bit hollow. You're Ferelden, aren't you?
How can you tell?
About you. I was in Denerim not too long ago. You know, you might be just what I'm looking for to solve a little problem I have.
Can't anyone fix their own lives around here?
Must be something in the water. Someone from my past has been pestering me. I've arranged for a duel. If I win, he leaves me alone. But I don't trust him to play fair. I need someone to watch my back.
Who's this person you've arranged to meet?
Yes, who?
His name is Hader. We worked together back in Antiva. He's never liked me. He's been asking about me all around Kirkwall. Thought I'd get it over.
Those are some.
Meet him face to face.
Those are some big ass earrings.
You wanted information from Lucky. What was it?
I asked Lucky and his boys to track down something I lost. They failed to do it. It's nothing to worry about, and this is much more important.
Why a duel?
I like duels. It's what I do. And if I win, he'll be dead. Problem solved.
What makes you think I'm right for this?
You saw me talking to Lucky, didn't you? Those boys couldn't manage simple information gathering.
Just look at the swords not even being attached to the back. No harness or anything.
I think I could manage watching your back.
I'll bet. I've arranged to meet Hader in Hightown.
We'll watch your back, but we're admiring the front.
I noticed some notes on the table the other day. Interesting.
Varric? Varric likes him tall.
So, I've been dying to know. What was going through your head when you fought that ogre?
Maker, that's big.
For the first few seconds. What do they feed those things?
I don't know anyone else that's even seen one. You're lucky just to be standing here. Somehow, Hawk, I imagine things won't be dull with you around. Not that I expect the deep roads to be boring, mind you. Constant threat of doom does tend to keep you awake.
Anything in particular I should know about your brother?
To understand Bartrand, you've got to understand the Dwarven Merchants Guild. These are dwarves who would sell their mothers if they thought it'd get them a better share of the lyrium market. Anyone who deals with them has to sleep with a knife under their pillow. In my family, that's Bartrand.
What are your plans for this trip into the deep roads?
Action is his reward.
The show. On Draste's ass, he'd probably do that even if we weren't paying for everything. The tide we're looking for is supposed to be a week's travel from the surface, so I hope you aren't scared of the dark. We've got supplies, muscle, excavators. The plan is to carry out everything that's not nailed down.
If we'll be working together, I should find out more about you.
You're in luck. I'm always willing to talk about myself to beautiful women.
No, really?
I came from Orzammar, noble house Tethras, until my father got caught fixing provings. He and our whole house got exiled. No huge loss. I was born up here. Sunshine suits me just fine.
Are you a merchant? A mercenary?
I'm a younger son. It's a difficult and dangerous profession. A lot of us die of boredom. Fortunately, being Bartran's younger brother keeps me on my toes. Maker knows he lacks subtlety. I'm the one who pulls strings to keep the coterie out of our hair. Keep us just a whisker ahead of the other families.
You looking for excitement?
A lot of things can keep you awake, you know. I wouldn't reach for the doom first.
Sure, I could have a cup of tea in the morning, but I hear it's bad for you. I've spent my whole life in Kirkwall. Dangerous enough most days, but it doesn't compare to the deep roads. So, this will be, let's just call it an adventure, I guess.
Yes, it'll be an adventure.
Now we're adventurous.
I gotta again the.
You ever going to stop harping on the mages here?
No.
They aren't what you saw in Tevinter.
The moment they are free, mages will make themselves magisters.
They're slaves. You should want to help them.
I don't.
Okay, keep those two far apart from each other. Fools rush in. Wait. Journals. Journal. Various sources say there's a number of group of mages being transported to Starkhaven has arrived at the gallows. Me in Hightown after dark. Okay, so let's head to Hightown during the day. It's like there is so much to do. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's disturbing.
I've always wondered.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me.
There's a lot to do in Act 1, like clearly.
But I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees.
Oh yeah, it's like gotta get the gold.
Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Ferelden's.
Yeah, I was talking about the vote count.
Superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The Bone Pit is mostly harmless.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yeah, which some?
All of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Okay.
Here to sell today, guardsman. My shipment's late.
And then it's gone missing. I shall reward a person who returns it safely. Question about the bandit that come speak with me in the Hightown Market. So, yes, I get it's like needing to, like, you know, getting all the coins and stuff.
You look capable. What do you mean you can't help me?
Domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Ah.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
Oh?
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
Yes.
Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her.
Did you do something to her?
Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's their own doing. Gallivanting about with...
Dude has some weird ears.
She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
And you wonder why she's gone.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this.
Clearly it was.
She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And
did you?
We have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose.
I didn't know she visited whores.
Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies.
Lilies? The cad.
Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Serra.
Welcome, merchant. Well, good luck to you then.
You know, I'm just thinking this city. The more and more I think about it, I think there was a city or a location in Dragon Age Inquisition that kind of reminds me of this. Well, it was kind of like a bit of like, I think it was like in the Inquisition, but it was like a curve and it had like levels to it. Again, I think that was Inquisitions, but it's been so long I can't quite remember fully. I play many games, don't you know?
Please, can you help me? My brother.
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
That she's a bit of a bitch?
They laud the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
What have you heard about the Templars?
People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
So you think the Templars, what, killed and ate your brother?
Yes, they did.
God forbid. I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Slaughter him.
In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmod and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. May God bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
My, those weapons look sharp.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you.
You wish to speak with me?
I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish...
Dressed like that? I wouldn't doubt it.
Important job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes.
Yes?
There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
Darkspawn.
What they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter.
But yet you're hiring me.
Eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly.
Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
We've been in the city for over a year and we're still a refugee? Boy, the immigration system in this town sucks. Like we've gone to Texas.
First the haberdasher, then the grocer.
Or Arizona. It's like that. I had to think about that. Okay.
Bounty hunter.
Yep, they're dead. The Canucks lead the Ducks 3-1. Avalanche were, well, they captured the Kraken. Taffy? Where Taffy? Alright, no, we need to go up. Hang a right. At the very least, the map is indicating where the hell everything is, so that actually helps us. Pointing us in the right direction.
I'd rather not be mistaken for a client of the Rose, thank you.
Huh. Well, I just lost a sovereign. Didn't think you'd stoop to our kind again.
Indeed.
Or are you not too proud to make some coin?
Pride usually hasn't been my downfall.
Since you stormed off, we don't have anyone who can quite work your magic, if you know what I mean. I sent some men to fence a bit of cargo down at the docks. Haven't seen them since. I'd pay good silver for the safe return of them, or the goods.
Is this anyone I know?
When you left, we had to take on New Ferelden. Volunteers. Lad named Price was leading them. No one of your caliber.
Where were they last seen?
At the
They
docks.
were supposed to meet down by the docks, under cover of darkness. I know you're familiar with the concept.
Want to tell me what you were selling?
We were trying to make a deal with the Carta. Those Orzammar dwarves. They like luxury items.
Uh-huh.
Fine fabrics, a cask of caviar, an aged wine. Anything one can liberate from a Hightown merchant.
Consider it a deal.
Good. Go to the docks tonight. My boy Price was supposed to meet our buyers from the Carta there. Maybe you can find out what happened.
All right. Into the rose. As the rose turns.
And here we are in the brothel. My day is complete.
Let's not stay here for long.
If someone here tries to hire me again, I'm leaving.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
Okay, we'll come over here. Rune of Lightning. You know, it took us like a good portion of our run of Dragon Age Origins to reach the brothel. Here, we made it in night 2.
Let's finish this!
Efficiency and priorities. Damn right. Ah, come on. It's like, where do most people end up with like Mass Effect 2 once they realize it? The bar. Either at Purgatory or at what's the hell's the name of that club on the Citadel? In Mass Effect 2. Because Mass Effect 3, it is no, Afterlife is in Mass Effect 2. Purgatory is Mass Effect 3. But there's also a fine drinking establishment.
Ferelden, are you? We are not
Omega?
a reputable organization, Sirrah. If you cannot pay, you will have to take your lonely self elsewhere. Is that clear?
You're not this desperate, I hope. I treat a lot of these customers in my clinic.
2 sovereigns for premium service, 1 sovereign for standard service. 50 silver and someone may touch you. Briefly.
I'm not interested.
Of course you aren't. Poverty had nothing to do with your decision, I'm sure.
Huh. Yeah, the one on Omega is like Afterlife is on Omega. Purgatory is in Mass Effect 3 on the Citadel. But what is the name of the club? Eternity, yes, on Ilium. That's also Mass Effect 2. But on the Citadel in Mass Effect 2, it's the one where Shepard can dance. It is like where Kalisha Al-Jalani can be either talked to or punched out, one or the other. It is also where if you like trying to trick the Krogan into getting the fish, there's a Turian there that you can speak to that can confirm that there's no fish in the lake on the Presidium.
I won't mention this to your mother if you don't.
I'm gonna work for the coterie when I grow up.
Darkstar, thank you.
The merchandise is up front.
That's it.
He didn't really ask you to wear a feather boa.
All Asians, darling. You get used to it.
Darkstar line, yeah, that sounds about right.
I hear good things about you, Anders. Not what I expected.
From a maid, you mean?
I didn't say that.
How else would you judge me? What else am I a
I
shining
don't think I
example
can do
of?
that. I don't know. Other Fereldans lurking in Darktown, mage or not.
You have a fair point.
That should do it.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
I can see why Nanette liked you. You're feisty.
So feisty.
A
Rawr.
refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night.
Oh, wow.
Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here.
Oh, he's French.
Called me a dirty knife ear, among other things. And
No, he's a clean knife ear.
We had him thrown out.
Were you hoping Ninette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me.
Wow.
Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Someone else Ninette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Oh, boy.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I have coin in my purse and time to spare. Why not?
Hawk, not now.
Okay.
Fine. I'll do this some other day.
Thank the Maker for small mercies.
Well, clearly it's a quest. It must be done. Just not now.
Aveline?
What?
Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part of the moody rebel mage.
Enemies among us. Let's do this. Again, trying to work out like the good stuff here. And also, since Iceman will not be able to join us tomorrow for Doom,
Someone's always trying to take over at night. But someone else will always pay for their removal.
we'll be doing more Dragon Age 2 tomorrow night.
There you are. I've been here for hours. Ada hasn't shown up. No one has. I don't like this.
I don't like this. That's right up there with what could possibly go wrong.
Everything.
The wench we're looking for. Gut her.
Yep.
Hader sent
Search the bodies. I need... Hiding in the chantry and sending thugs to finish me off? Coward. He'll not get away with this. Come on.
To the chantry. He got blood on his coat? Isabella! And normally the reason why I break up the week like that normally is, you know, is since we stream 7 nights a week. Wow. It's like we've never been into the chantry before, but we get this nice screen, this
Isabella, should have known you'd find me here.
nice cutscene intro.
You're meant to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too. Castillon won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Yes, we need backstory. Give me the lore. The lore.
And then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told her enough. I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want.
Isabella has a fantastic plot and gameplay. I'm using plot and gameplay as placeholders for boobs and ass. So... So, what are the odds if Lucius Maximus ever plays that you'll happen to say that same joke in their playthrough?
Castillon isn't a very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
Well, nice to meet her.
First, ask questions later.
Trust me, it's better this way.
I'm not complaining.
Hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
What's so interesting about
Yeah, what's so interesting about this item?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he
Pizza Hyperage.
But that would be letting me off easy.
Pizza Hyper Rage. Gotcha.
You hired Lucky to track down information on the relic.
That's right.
Question: Kraken connects hold ducks at bay. Meanwhile, Fredcast in chat. Captain Silence diving deeper into Dragon Age 2 lore, or is it just lore? Dropping true bombs about Isabella's assets. Well, yeah, it timed out perfect. It timed out perfectly with the ad break.
Did you end up in Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm.
Like,
Ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years. Ah, balls.
What's this about you freeing slaves?
I was asked to escort Castillon's cargo ship. I got a bad feeling about the job partway through. Boarded the ship to find slaves. Nearly 200. Elves, humans, children even. It was sickening. They paid Castillon to take them away from the Blight. He took their money and sold them into slavery.
Even I know that's wrong. Didn't expect that, did you, Guardsman?
Oh boy, that made her feel bad. Yep. Yeah, it's like, since the ad's kind of like the 90-second ads like run every 30 minutes, so it's like if things time out right, like yeah, Frosty's gonna be real quick. Isabella's assets. Oh boy.
Who is Castillon?
He's a powerful merchant based in Antiva. I believe he has ties to the Felicissima Armada. I used to work for him. The jobs mostly involved smuggling lyrium, jewels, or the occasional criminal acquaintance. He paid well.
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll
It also times out perfect. Somehow it always times out perfectly.
But you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader.
I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
Huh. Less than subtle. We'll keep the current quartet. We are talented. I usually play a rogue, but Varric and Isabel are also rogues, but I also take them along because the one banter and two, they're my face. But at least my party is usually extremely squishy. Yeah. I'm kind of fond of like of having a well-rounded kind of party. Just realizing, so I might miss out on some banter combinations because of how I like.
These thugs are plaguing the streets. I don't see a problem in giving them the fight they want.
Oh, inventory. Check to see. Alright, since this is also at night, try not to spoil but any Meryl-related quests or decisions, it may be best not to have Anders or Fenris with you. They will disapprove. Ah. Usually highly disapprove. Yeah, they seem like, well, Anders more morally ambiguous than some would say. These guys want to ask me some things.
Victory.
Oh look, more assholes. How many assholes are in this town anyway? Yo! I knew it, I was surrounded by assholes. Well, keep bringing it on, assholes! Long way to go for a Spaceballs reference, but...
I thought them coterie men had me for sure. I guess the whole thing was a trap. There were no dwarves when I went to make the trade, just coterie waiting to kill us. They got the rest of the boys. I ran. I was hoping they wouldn't find me here, but they did.
Is that Athenril's rival criminal guild or something?
More like she's their rival. A small one at that. What I hear is the coterie controls most crime in Kirkwall, and they don't like competition.
Well, not good things might happen. Oh boy.
So, will you be running home to tell Mama crime doesn't pay?
My mama was ripped in two by one of them big horned darkspawn.
Oh.
It's just me and my sisters now. Working for Athenril's the only way to feed the girls.
Why not take what Athenril gave you and start fresh somewhere outside of Kirkwall?
What do you mean?
Most farmers will always take extra hands for the field, or girls for the kitchen.
My father was a farmer, before the Darkspawn got him. I'd rather do that than work for Athenril. I'll get my sisters. Please, make sure she doesn't come after us.
Is that good things? So we're talking like full-on Mass Effect 2, people being slaughtered left, right, and center. See, it all comes back to Mass Effect. I mean, of course it would. Like, why else it wouldn't?
Carl was a good mage, a good man. It goes against all Chantry law to make him...
Bring it to Darktown and I'll get you a salve or something.
What? No. I need to know some things about mages.
Why?
I'm a guard. I'm the first person who has to deal with... trouble.
You want help killing people like me?
Not every mage can be trusted.
Nor every guard.
Okay, keep those two far apart.
Half a Pharrell.
The meeting place.
Get ready! We don't want no Templar. Now you fall!
Did we win?
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Ninette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ghislaine de Carac's wife, Ninette. You were asking about her.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife.
Yes, her.
Disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
Ha! I was eager at first, but failure has...
He was so eager. He was a young man when he began his search.
This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it.
Ah.
She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Meren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Mages routinely flee. Perhaps Meren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Don't you hate it when something goes missing? I lose things all the time.
I lose my mind a lot.
What?
The women. They're missing, and you can't find them.
All right. I cannot lie, Syrah. I tire of searching. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
No, you said it wrong, dude.
I should look into that.
You have been a good friend. Better than I deserve.
Hey, he says he's too old for this shit. Okay, so there seems... Ooh, what's this? A pile of bones. So is this area completely... So sealed off for the point of the plot. Danzig?
Mind your manners.
Like, Jesus! It was like, there was a wrestler named Danzig, as well as I think also a musician or singer.
Just keep walking, Shetland.
We're walking here. We're Christopher Walken here.
These patients need me more than anyone in Hightown. I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
You can tell me anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Be careful what you offer. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
Well, he can't complain about his looks anyway.
No, don't go there. That's not going to end well. I don't want to hurt you.
Ooh.
Why would you hurt me?
Good question.
You saw what I did in the Chantry. That's who I am. A year ago, maybe we could have had something. But I'm not that man anymore. I'll break your heart. And that might kill me as surely as the Templars.
Okay.
You have been a great help.
Alright, you know what? Out of respect for Anders, you know, it's like, okay, because like we got to know Anders a bit when he was younger. He was more jovial. He was in the prime of his youth. Then he became a Grey Warden. Samson?
Hey, you got any dust? Dwarf dust? I'm hurting here.
Yeah. It's like seeing how he is here, because it's maybe way too early to ask, but I got it anyway. Who is I? Well, I think we just kind of put the nip in the bud on Anders. So, Elf Boy is the current contender. We're asking again after Meryl.
Well, at least it's not boring.
Well, Sarah was my romance option in Inquisition. All right, directions to shape space. There should have been a poly option for Isabella, Hawk, and Fenris. I can see that. We got a new base. You best keep below the law. Directions to Lowtown sneak below, but don't come unless you got good news. Okay, so we got stuff here. But we're not entirely sure. It's like, then again, it's like, why? You know what? Games should have like the Saints Row 4 option for romance. Everyone. Like, everyone should be an option.
And here we go again. I'll deal with this. Gone and down. To arms! Get back!
We never get on our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
Yeah, no, it's very healthy to be on the bad side. A friend of mine was really sweet and brought me Velgar earlier because she knew I would need a distraction, and I started it up not too long ago. And it's a shame I can't romance everyone. I want to romance everyone already.
In fact, get rid of any other groups like that, and I'll be at the Hanged Man with some toys as reward. Courtesy of some interested friends.
I never meet anyone normal.
Oh, cool. When in Rome, there you go. I mean, I picked it up, but then I gotta say, you know what? Let me play Dragon Age 2. Because, you know, it never played it before, and also I have that natural paranoia just playing like new games, because sometimes they can be buggy as all hell, and you know, we would take that precaution. It's like, okay, let's get a patch update or something there too.
Now we fight.
Shades. Oh, what? Run up the stairs.
There's more of them. Gotcha. And stay down.
Slicey dicey.
Something is going on here.
Especially after what happened with Cyberpunk 2077, but I installed it and there are no patches waiting, but I know PC players are debugged right now, performance mostly. Yeah, and granted, I'm on the console side of things, so even more paranoid. No, but a lot of that had to go. I played the Avengers game when that launched, shortly after it launched, and we know how that was not exactly well received.
Get ready.
Well, on the PC, I'm trying to think of a PC game I played. No, because I always tended to go older games when I was streaming off, when I was doing games off my PC. I would always try to play older games anyway. Because
That ring looks Orlesian.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
I don't like the looks of this.
Done. All set.
We got inventory. We can... Actually, we can mark a lot of stuff to sell off. Move to junk. I used to play PC games a lot more, but once we entered the PS3 era, I was pretty much exclusive console, unless it's some indie games, which... Yeah, there will be some... I'm just, like... real funny. It's like, okay, because I have to use my computer for work and a lot of other things beyond just the streaming. So it's like, it's the most stressful thing my computer has to do is like word processing, web browsing, and essentially running OBS. It's like, okay, cool. Plus, it's like every time, like, you know, something came out on Steam, it was like, oh, add to the Steam library, and it's like, then you have to worry about system requirements and everything like that. It's like, you know what? Let me just eliminate half that stress. And we still have to head all the way out there. Okay, it's 12. Okay. Let's head to the Hanged Man, see if we can grab it. Oh, okay, yeah.
Maker. I think he's ignoring me now. Hey! Is my coin not good enough for you? Oh, Hawk. Thanks for helping me with that little problem I had. You going to buy me a drink to celebrate our victory?
You drink the swill here?
It's
yes.
An acquired taste.
Oh, before I forget, are you still looking for work? Because I have a friend who needs some help. Is this a friend or a friend?
It's a friend.
Let him steer my ship, if that's what you're asking.
Let's catch up on chat. Chat's feeling nostalgia for Awakening, especially missing Anders.
His name's Martin. He has a room right here in the Hanged Man.
And advocating for a polygamy, a polyamory church.
I'm bored of this. We should do something fun.
Let's talk about CP 2077's launch rows, PC versus console gaming. It's all the DA2 love and longing.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
There's an expedition heading to the deep roads, and every sword and his dog wants in on it.
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden. Weird, huh? What kind of sick individual preys on those innocent things?
I can think of one person who could crush pigeons.
Any other news?
I hear rumors of a healer in Darktown who's looking after the sick. For free. Imagine that.
Any other news?
You saw the shipwrecked Kunari. There was a man in here who swears he saw the whole thing happen. Apparently, the Dreadnought was fighting another ship before they both crashed on the reef.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvolan. Hope it comes soon.
Any other news?
You ever met the Viscount Dumar? The man doesn't use his head for anything but storage for fancy hats.
Any other news?
We need news.
People say Meredith's the real power in Kirkwall, not the Viscount. Even Dumar answers to her.
Anything else?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvolan. Hope it comes soon.
Thanks. I should go.
Anytime.
That's a Shepherd line. Come on, there we go. Pour us a drink, my good man.
We used to have another party.
All right. So we will save here. Oh wait, no. There's something else here.
So, a human, an elf, and a dwarf walk into a bar.
The human says, "You're lucky you're so short. That hurt like mad."
You could have just stopped me, Blondie.
Why waste a perfectly good setup?
A human, an elf, and a dwarf walked into a bar.
So you found me. Going to finish Martin off properly this time, are ya? Where's my property, eh? How's it feel making a profit off someone else's hard work?
Good.
Not speaking from personal experience, but I'm sure it feels great not to have to work to earn your keep.
You bastards. Well, I'm not going down without a fight.
Hey, whoa! I'm not who you think I am, and I'm certainly not here to kill you.
Not yet.
You're not trying to kill me? Huh. Makes sense. If you were, you wouldn't be talking. This could turn out well for both of us. If you're not...
Is this guy the same guy who voices Zaid?
Maybe you could help me instead. I need someone to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench. And there's good coin in it to boot.
What did the raiders do to you?
They left they left Oakland.
My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
What did the raiders do?
They closed. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
Are the raiders a big problem around here?
There are always raiders on the seas, just like there are always bandits on the roads. But they've been much more active of late, like vultures, taking advantage of the Blight.
It's your cargo. You look for it.
Those raiders are still looking for me. I'm not going to draw their attention.
You have a history with the raiders, don't you?
Yes, clearly he was part of the team when they were in Los Angeles.
Back then it was just smuggling and petty thievery. It's changed since that madman Ianto took power around here. Extortion, murder, kidnapping. He does it all. It's just not to my taste. I tried to get out, but he didn't like that. This scar on my neck, he gave it to me, slit my throat, and threw me overboard. I tried to start a new life away from this bullshit. And he has his men chase me down and steal my cargo.
You knew what he was. Why would the raiders want your cargo?
Yes, we need to know.
Valuable.
How should I know why they want it? It's just spices and herbs. Nothing special.
I'll take care of it.
You'll need to look around the docks. The crates bear the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority, so you'll know it when you see it.
You're assuming I know what an Orlesian Port Authority seal looks like.
It's fancy. Just like everything Orlesian.
Okay.
I've had it with the raiders, and this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you, and be careful.
Alright, so we're making good choices. Alright, so we got the quest and stuff set up. And obviously we got things for outside the city to do, so we can actually...
Edwina's the meanest waitress I've ever met, but she keeps my drink full. I think I might love her.
Alrighty, so... I think this is a good spot for the big save. Wait. Ha! Save number 69. Nice. Hey, we got 6 hours of game time in too. All right, so we will continue. Yes, nice. We will continue the dragon aging. Ah, yes, more hydration before we go. It's most peculiar how you mortals fawn over these virtual romances. If you must persist in such frivolous pursuits, at least remember to hydrate. Your devotion to this entertainment is admirable if misguided. Should you desire more of this curious content, venture to my YouTube page. Now, shall we continue our journey, or must I endure more prattle about polyamory? Oh boy, it's like, boy, Frostybot has a way with words, don't it? So we got Dragon Age 2 tomorrow and Thursday. Then we're gonna do stuff on the PlayStation 4 on Friday. Maybe another go round of the various Marvel vs. Capcom games, or go back to God Eater Resurrection. We'll see. And then we got more Dragon Age on Saturday. So we're actually going to get a good, more of a jump start into it than we anticipated. So we got all that going for us on this fine Tuesday. Let's see. Who shall we visit? There's Sonic X Shadows, Destiny 2, Silent Hills, Diablo 3s. No, okay, this person just ended, so they are off the board for this evening. And and they're also ending for the evening. I am just not having good luck here off of the folks that I have that I am following. And you know what? Let's see. You know what? Let's find someone else. Is somebody else playing Dragon Age 2 right now? It appears there's one option there. And let's see. Oh, this person doesn't have. Let's see. Geo Bun. Looks like their stream just is a half an hour long at this point. So we will raid them. We will bring the joy to them. On this Tuesday evening, early Wednesday. So it's like we go from one thing of Dragon Age to another. Yep, and hopefully we'll have good election news to talk about too. Have to fingers crossed. So yep, stream will be about 9:30-ish, usual time. So with that said, folks, thank you very much as always. Tighten your friendship bracelets. Stay safe. Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks. Good night.